painting every color for you, just to show you.
This is a reading for Gemini. My Gemini babies, this one is for you. I thank you for being so patient because I'm a one-woman show over here. But I went ahead and meditated and prayed over the cards. As you can see, I went ahead and pulled your oracle cards for you as well as your tarot. Okay? Hopefully, if I was able to get my graphic skills down, you have a picture right now, and you're seeing me shuffle and pull those cards. So hopefully that's in there. Everybody, you know, in the mirror. Eventually I'll get there. But I'm gonna burn some Palo Santo because the very first card out for you, Gemini, was the number 30, and that is setting boundaries. Okay, setting boundaries. So, Gemini, I'm gonna say, I was about to say one thing, but I'm not gonna say that's where it said. That's not it. These boundaries are positive boundaries because they are threshold protection and it is honor, and those are the types of boundaries that you were setting up, right? Isn't that a beautiful card? And this is the Priestess of Light. And I'm going to go ahead and, of course, read from the book, as I always do for these, because I don't want any discrepancies. Okay, Gemini. So, the Priestess of the Threshold holds up her hands with palms outward, projecting a field of protective light before her. The strong and stately snow leopard, who lives a solitary life in the highest reaches of the mountains, looks over her shoulders, standing guard. Now, this card brings you a message of both caution and encouragement, okay? Now, it's time to take an honest look at the boundaries you set. How do you view the importance of things in your own life? Are you sacrificing your priorities and self-care to prioritize the needs and wishes of others? Are you putting up with demands, dismissal, marginalization, or even disrespect from people in your life? If so, it's time to put up your hands and say enough. You may have been allowing others to cross your personal threshold and invade your time, energy, or space, but this card is telling you that you now have the power to shift that pattern. Start to set clear limits today and make yourself a priority in your own life. Your soul deserves to be honored, and you must be the first person to make that choice. When you do, you will finally receive the respect and prioritization that you've been longing for all along. And the affirmation for this, because I feel like it's necessary, is I choose to make myself my own priority. I have the power to set boundaries and honor myself always. Whew. Okay, Gemini, I ain't messing with you. Okay? Because she got them hands up like hands up, don't shoot. But this is not that. This is hands up, I'll shoot. Okay? Because I'm setting boundaries here. Okay? And I done had enough of all of y'all mess. Everybody. From the top to the bottom to the top. And I'm setting up some threshold protection around here. And you know what, Gemini? I'm with it. I'm with it. And I'm going to tell you why I'm with it. Because once I went ahead and consulted the Metu Neter and got your first card out, which is Heteru, I was like, oh, I see what it is right now. I see where Gemini is with it. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes down to Heteru, for one, is embodied by the energy of joy and pleasure and beauty and those things. You know what I'm saying? So when you get this card, you are being reminded of the purpose of indulging in pleasurable sensations and what that's for. And that is for the arousal of Ra. That is for the arousal of your chi. That is for the arousal of your life force, that kundalini. Okay? That is what these pleasurable sensations are for. And this is the energy that embodies that. And when it's combined with visualizations like daydreams and meditation, we baby, you manifesting around here. Okay? And so with getting Heru here, we have to understand that in the same vein, we have to be careful about wasting our life force in overindulgences. Now, we all grown here, so we know what that means when we're talking about overindulgences. Because let's understand something. When it comes down to Heru and the energy that she embodies, for one, ruling planet is Venus. Okay, so and in the Metu Neter, the signs are Libra and Taurus. They embody Heru, which is womb of Heru, and Heru is the embodiment of Christ. Okay, and so these energies that the spiritual actual function is joy, pleasure, imagination, visualization. That is Heru. But this is not a Hetep suit. And being that it's not a Hetep suit, I was required to pull a second card to get clarity, because this is letting me know that there have been, or could have been in the past, overindulgences of these pleasurable sensations in a way that wasn't arousing the life force to manifest more stronger foundations and more healthier things within your life and your surroundings. Okay, this is why now it's necessary that the overall energy is that we're setting boundaries, that now we even go into threshold protection around this month, because folk didn't got a hold of the hey bro, they allowed to know. Okay. And so that's why some clarity is needed. And the reason why the clarity is needed is because we have Auset. Auset is ruled by the moon. Okay, and just in case I forgot to mention, the number for Heru is the number 7. And this is definitely the embodiment of earth energy, as you can see her smelling the rose there, and all of the colors that give you that earth energy, that fertility type sensual feel, because this is the joyous, the pleasurable energy that Heru is embodied by, which of course is the number 7 for her designation, and the number 9 is Auset. Isn't she beautiful? With the wee little Heru suckling at her breast. And there's more coming through that breast than milk. So when we receive an Auset reading, baby, it's giving us even more clarity on our Heru energy, and we need to understand the wisdom here, because this is reminding us that our emotional experience is mediumistic trance induction, and this reinforces conditioning. Okay, this reinforces conditioning upon the physical. Okay, so this reinforces a conditioning. Okay, that's what we need to understand here. But from another perspective, we have to be reminded that Auset is the point through which we express our devotion to things and our emotional identification. Okay? It reveals to you who you truly worship. That's what Auset does. And right now, we're on a journey of understanding that at the ends of the day, and what it is all about, the things that have been manifested, that we have manifested through our energy, has been such that it hasn't been in alignment with what our heart and our higher self truly is in alignment with. And because of that, now we got to set up some boundaries. Bruh, sis, it get bad, all right? Because I'm done. And I'm not taking it anymore. Okay, and the reason why I'm not taking it anymore is because now I understand that the way I was going about doing things, I thought that I was moving in a direction that was where I wanted to go, but it wasn't. I wasn't taking into account the emotional aspect of that and the conditioning that this is a mediumistic trance, that the things that I do, that I'm thinking, is just natural things, which they are natural things, but depending on how I'm utilizing them, I could be inducting some conditioning, reinforcing some conditioning that I really don't want. Not just on myself, but my environment. So guess what? I gotta set up some boundaries. I gotta set some boundaries up. And that's what's up, Gemini, because this is the first step in moving towards what it is that you truly desire in your life. So I'm like, okay, this right here is deep. Gemini is serious with it, coming out the gate. Like, you see this face? This is all me. I'm gonna need you 6 feet, no check, bro. 6 feet. But 3. Excuse my friend. But Gemini feel that energy, they already know. So the clarity I got is in our trust fall spread, and this is representing you, our first card out. So our first card out is representing you. Our second card is what you need to trust, of the wisdom that we're bringing here in this reading. Then this is our difficulty spot. I pulled 2 clarifiers just in case we needed further insight, and this is where we're headed, our outcome. So we're going to start with you, and you are the 4 of Wands, Gemini. Gemini is the 4 of Wands. Okay. Now, with Gemini being the 4 of Wands, this means that there is something popping, Gemini. There is some prosperity. This is a celebration. There's an important event or milestone that's taking place. The gathering of the souls, some people coming together for a common goal. These will be our kindred spirits. These are this energy is stability in the home. This energy is stability in our relationships. It sometimes even signifies marriage. It can sometimes even signify marriage. You see? Now, I'm seeing right now that we got a lot of wands going, and this is our first wand. Okay? And of the 4 cards, 3 of them are wands. Okay? And with this card, being that this is you, why not have a party? You done put up the fence. You done put up the fence. Something coming. You know something coming. This is why you're preparing yourself emotionally. This is why you're getting yourself aligned. You went from the 7 to the 9 here with it. Okay? You went from the 7 to the 9 here with it, with the energy. And you set up the boundaries to protect that energy. Okay? So yeah, it's a party going on. But you have some things that you need to trust, okay? Even though you are in a celebratory mode, because there is something that is coming down the pipeline. There is a milestone. There is some type of thing that is occurring in your life that is changing things. You need to trust the sun, and this is major arcana here, Gemini. You need to trust the sun. Look, this is in your trust spot. Look at you. Here, I want to make sure it's not too bright. Look at you. Okay? This is what you need to trust. And what you need to trust is that there is no negative anything or anything that is going to stop whatever this milestone is. Whatever this is that is you coming up as your overall energy. It may be you, but you're thinking that there are some delays. I don't know. you need to trust that nothing is going to stop this process that is happening, this road that you started on. Because the sun, it represents inspirational success and abundance and fulfillment and creativity and love and manifesting dreams and inner beauty. This is self-actualization. This is the yes card to whatever it is that you are setting up boundaries to protect, that you about to celebrate. Okay? You need to trust in this. This is telling you yes. Everything that you think it is, it is. Yes. There aren't going to be any delays. There's not going to be anything blocking like it used to be. These old things that used to happen, that used to stand in the way when you set off to do something. Nah, bruh. Nah, sis. This ain't it. This is something that... Dang, Gemini, what you got brewing? Because universe is up here giving you confirmation that as long as you were in alignment here with threshold protection, setting up these boundaries, okay, paying attention to the energy, the understanding that sensual energy is supposed to be for the arousal of the life force, not just... It's been wasted if all you've been doing is... I'm gonna keep it 100, okay? It's been wasted if all you've been doing is achieving a orgasm and having children. There's more to that act, and this is knowing that. This is realizing that there is a mediumistic trance that is taking place, and that the life force is being affected by this, and that in thus doing so, there's some conditioning that is going on, some emotional conditioning that is going on. So we need to be more mindful. We need to set up some boundaries. Okay, and whatever this is that we got going here, that we celebrating, we need to trust that it is the right thing to do. That everything that we have done in this process, as far as us setting up our boundaries, okay, as far as us reevaluating how we utilize our energy, it was the right thing to do. That's what the sun is telling us. This is all of your chakras aligned. This is yes. This is the universe telling you yes, bruh. Yes, sis. This is it. Like Michael Jackson. I don't even know the name of the song, but that's what I'm hearing. But I can understand why this is in our trust spot, because there's some more wine energy here. Okay? Now, wine energy is fire. Fire, fire, fire. Arriba, arriba. It's Leo. What is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is fire energy, and honey, it's a lot of that here. So if you're not dealing with one, you might have these placements within your own chart that may be prominent. They may be your rising sign or your moon sign, or it could be your Jupiter, your Venus, your moon, your nose. It could be any of those, But this is the difficulties that you are overcoming, and clearly there is a need to make a choice. Clearly, there is a need to make a choice. Okay? And the difficulty that you're overcoming is insecurity about your future and fear of taking the next step in whatever this is. You're worried about your abilities. You're worried about the past. You want to go further. You want to take this thing around the world, but you're nervous about this next step. You're nervous. Now I see why you're showing up as you. You know that there's a milestone coming, but this celebration, this is why you need to trust. You don't want to count them eggs before they're hatched. And right now, in your difficulty spot, this is universe conveying to you that this is what you're grappling with. Look at all of the things that are there. We got the world there. We got some traveling going on. This is some growth. This is some growth. This is somebody who's moving on to the next step, but they just do not know, should I stay or should I go?
Painting every color for you, just to show you.